How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, I'm coming with some good news. This is an update video, and this elder here is Mr. Kenneth Herring, and he has passed. And this beast right here, Hannah Payne, slaughtered him like a dog in the streets of America. So, my royal family, I made a point to research as much as I could, and I'm always finding them extra nuggets. I mean, you really have to dig, because what I have learned doing these videos, you can't go by everything. Like when I'm showing y'all different videos and stuff, and then related to the actual article, it'd be way more details in the article. And I'm going to show y'all how disingenuous these people is, which is no surprise to the royal family, and how at all costs they will lie through their fucking teeth, and they think they are so much superior than us that we don't have a clue. No, we got a clue, because the enemy is predictable. They're not original. They have they vampires. That's how I look at them. Are bottom feeders. That's the best word. Yeah, bottom feeders. And think we don't have a clue about they true ass nature. Now, I was disgusted, like many my royal family, when I had did a few videos about this case, where some coons came and spoke on this beast's behalf and want us to have sympathy. I mean, these folks is demonic. So, I like this picture here. Let me get it over here. So, my king, I'm going to try my best to do you justice and show you the utmost respect. And I love the fact that Mr. Herring in this picture has on the royal colors. Bless his heart. So, let's get with this. I have 2 videos and 2 articles. And so I'm going to read a bit of one article, and I'm going to read the entire article, and it's just real deep, the things you pick up. So anyway, my royal family, let's go on this journey. So, in this article, found something quite deep. It says here, Payne's attorney, Matt Turker, said his client only intended to stop Herring, but was provoked to further action when Herring's truck hit her Jeep. Police, however, said the 2 vehicles never collided at any point during the incident. Let me make sure I don't leave nothing out. Okay, yeah, the incident. Okay, so her attorney is lying through his motherfucking teeth. The police said they didn't collide at all. But see, they think motherfuckers is dumb and they can just throw out anything, because, you know, he's trying to give people the impression she was acting, being a good Samaritan. That was the word that he used. So, also, her attorney, Tucker, also argued his client fired in self-defense after Herring bruised her and ripped her shirt. So, but Clayton County District Attorney Tracy Graham Lawson called Payne the aggressor, describing her as someone who thought she was a police officer during the incident. So, my royal family, let's continue on, and I'm going to play this little snippet of a video, and then I'm going to get much, much deeper into it. I can't wait to read this next one to y'all.
Mr. Harry was killed. Mr. Harry was murdered, and he was murdered by a young person who have made one of the worst mistakes that she'll ever get an opportunity to make in her life. And for that reason, we're asking justice for Mr. Harry and for Mr. Harry's family. This is a tragedy of justice, and we should not be here. You cannot be a vigilante in the state of Georgia. You cannot put the law into your hand, a gun into your hand, and take the life of an individual and think that it's going to go unseen, unwarranted, and untried in a court of law. And today we have seen an indication that justice will be served to the family of Mr. Harry.
Powerful. It's always lovely when we have the kings step up and represent the royal family. Because, I have been saying, these incidents that happen to us, they happen daily. And the thing that I have been picking up, doing videos for 3 years now, that when these events happen, our royal families have to get organized in such a way and be effective, because I understand the emotions and everything, but what has to happen is we have to push the kings forth, and the kings have to stay firm on their position and to represent the family, because they are the head. Make sure you have good representation. That's very, very important. And you want to, when you present yourself, you want to show that you mean business, you standing firm on it, you organize, and all of that. Because some of the crap that I have seen, like mothers busting out singing spiritual hymns, trying to tell the beast that I forgive you, I'm a good Christian, and all this type of stuff like that. And these people, that's a form of entertainment to them. They don't give a damn about that. And it just really, it's just damn. I always got some words to say, but it just ties my tongue on this one. It's like, come on now, this shit has been happening since the day we was drug over here. So we should not be surprised by our true enemies' behavior. They're predictable, and we gonna have to get game tight and stop acting like we surprised. They just acting on their nature. And I know y'all don't like when I say this. Everything that they doing to us, that's what they supposed to do in this war. We got to get it clear what we're supposed to do in the war. I ain't never heard of no peaceful ass war. We got to make sure that our royals really know what the fuck going on. Our royals are extremely unique to this world. So we are clearly seeing when Yah said, ye be separate, and we being disobedient and trying to blend in, this shit don't work. You are raising future kings and queens. I expect more of you, and you should expect more of me, my royal family. This is a hurting thing that these type of things is happening. So as we continue on, let me read this next article, and then I have a video after that to play, and I'm going to acknowledge what I'm looking at. July 12th, 2019, 7/17. You can't make this up. Overcoming the enemy and a complete victory. Thank you, Father. So, woman accused of killing man who left accident scene cries as 911 call played. Oh, as the plot thickens. A 22-year-old accused of shooting and killing a man who drove away from the scene of an accident has been denied bail. Sweet. Now that's real sweet. Oh, real sweet. I'm loving this. After a dramatic 911 call of the incident was played in court Friday, Channel 2 Action News was the only news station in the courtroom when a judge ruled Hannah Payne will stay in jail despite requests for her lawyers to reinstate $100,000 bond. Payne was originally released but was rearrested when a grand jury brought more charges. Police said 62-year-old Kenneth Herring hit a truck in May, causing minor damage. He waited at the scene initially but was disoriented and drove off, according to the police. Channel 2 News' Tom Jones saw Payne and her mother breaking down in tears as a 911 call of Payne confronting Herring was played for a judge. Oh yeah, she's when I play this, oh she gangster, straight gangster. All that tears and all that bullshit and stuff, that's she acting full of shit. So Payne claimed Herring was drunk, but prosecutors said no drugs or alcohol were found in the victim's system. See, just lying on a motherfucker. They lied. Her attorney lied, said their vehicles collided. The cop said she didn't have no accident, no scratches, anything on her vehicle. He ran into another vehicle. They always try to dirty us up in any form or fashion. So as we continue on, let me read this next part of it. So these are the things that she said in this 911 call. And when you listen to some of these things, you don't always get it clear. So it's necessary for me to make sure that the royal family get everything, all the ingredients. I'm not gonna cut no corners. Police said Payne called 911, followed Herring, then blocked him in and shot him when he refused to get out of the car. In the 911, you could hear her screaming at the victim, "Get out of the car. I said get out of the car." Payne screams at Herring in the recording. The recording captures a scuffle before Payne claims Herring shot himself with her gun. Ain't that a bitch? Instantly, her gun. He shot himself with her gun. She says, "He just pulled the trigger on the gun in my hand." Payne screams, "Ma'am," this is the 911 operator, "Ma'am, you were not supposed to follow him," the dispatcher said. John Flauder, the Clayton County interim district attorney, said Payne murdered the victim. Instead of complying with law enforcement, the defendant directly disobeyed law enforcement, resulting in Herring's death. Police said Payne witnessed Herring hitting a truck and later leaving the scene. She called 911. "Okay, ma'am, we asked you not to chase him," the dispatcher said. "We want you to be safe." Payne got Herring tag number and ignored the dispatcher's request. He is drunk. Man. I'm not. I'm sorry, but I'm here to tell you I'm not going to follow him because he is going to cause an accident, Payne said to the dispatcher. Flauder said Herring had a medical emergency and wasn't drunk. It was confirmed by our toxicology that he had no drugs or alcohol in his system. The judge denied Payne bail after listening to the recording. Herring's sister didn't buy claims that he pulled the trigger. "I think that's hard to believe," Vicky Herring said. Payne will stay in jail pending trial. Juicy. Now that's some juicy shit. I can't front. Real juicy. Woo! So, let's listen to this video. Look at her ass up here. Want somebody to feel sorry for. Give a fuck. Don't give a fuck at all.
A man after a hit and run will not be getting out of jail before trial. She put her head down in court when a judge listened to that 911 call that she made during the incident. Channel 2's Tom Jones live in Clayton. And Tom, that she claimed that the other driver was drunk. The prosecutors say no drugs, no alcohol were found in the victim's system.
That's right, Justin, and that's important because on the 911 call you hear Hannah Payne say that the victim, Kenneth Herring, was drunk, and that's why she followed him here, where prosecutors say she shot him. On that call, you can also hear her screaming at the victim. That's 22-year-old Hannah Payne during a 911 call where she screamed at 62-year-old Kenneth Herring last May on Riverdale Road. You hear scuffling and then...
Ma'am! Yes. Ma'am! Did you pull the trigger of my gun in my hand? Ma'am, you are not supposed to follow him.
Payne claims Herring shot himself with her gun. Prosecutors say she murdered him.
Instead of complying with law enforcement, this defendant directly disobeyed law enforcement, resulting in his death.
Payne witnessed Herring hit a truck and later leave the scene. She called 911.
Okay, now we actually do not want you to chase him. We just want you to be safe.
Payne got Herring's tag number and ignored the operator's request to return to the scene.
He is drunk. I'm sorry that I'm here to tell you I'm not going to follow him. Because he is going to cause another accident.
Prosecutors say she blocked him in, went to his car, fought with him, and then shot him. John Fowler says Herring had a medical emergency and wasn't drunk.
It was confirmed by our toxicology that he had nothing, no drugs, no alcohol in his system.
The judge denied bond after listening to the recording. Herring's sister didn't buy Payne's claim her brother pulled the trigger.
I think that's hard to believe.
And Payne's attorney asked the judge for a reasonable bond or to reinstate the $100,000 bond she had before. The judge obviously didn't buy that and ordered Payne held pending trial. We're live in Clayton County. Tom Jones.
Now, ain't that lovely, my royal family? That is lovely. But still, my royal family, what pisses me off about this shit is that when I was doing my research, let's just say that county, if someone commit that type of crime, they have to spend 90 days in jail before they are even can possibly get bonded out. So still, white privilege was exercised, because I think she was out for like 3 weeks or possibly a month. You know, that wouldn't happen with us, because if that would have been a black woman shooting an elderly white man, we already know and stuff. And I'm not getting all overjoyed, because you know they got to have a trial and stuff, and you know how this system values black lives. You know, she's subject to get an ankle bracelet and house arrest. So we always should expect the worst from the enemy and the enemy supporters. And so now, you know, she's all in tears and all this kind of shit like that. First, your ass was we hear on the recording sounding like a fucking gangster and stuff. And when I was, because it's numerous articles out there I had read where she was literally at one point, before she even made the call, I think the sister was saying, yeah, get the fuck out the car and shit, you know. And then her mama and them, y'all remember when them coons came to support her, oh, she doesn't see color and stuff. I went over there and looked at her damn Facebook. Our folks have to watch that type of stuff, because, you know, our royals, they'll be befriending the enemy's children, and usually they like a little pet for them, and they the butt of jokes and all of that. Cause her little black friend, she didn't even know that she even owned a gun, and talking about they the best of friends and all that type of shit like that. These people are dangerous, and our folks be entertaining them too damn much. So I was overjoyed to at least present something to the royal family, and but it's not quite yet a complete victory, not quite. So we already know what time it is and stuff. So anyhow, let me see here. My king, it's heart-wrenching that you had to go through this and be literally disrespected and then lied on like you some kind of sloppy drunk. It is just terrible. And I want to make sure that I represent you and your family and tell this story truthfully, keeping it core. Mr. Herring, my king, my king. So my royal family, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe. What a damn shame.